Hi, Tony here. Two of the biggest IPOs in history are landing in 2026. Here's what the numbers actually say. SpaceX, ticker SPCX, lists on the Nasdaq targeting a raise of $75 billion at a $1.75 trillion valuation, which would be the largest IPO on record. On the plus side, Starlink reached 10.3 million subscribers across 155 countries by the end of 2025, doubling its base for 2 consecutive years. Once the satellite constellation is in orbit, each new subscriber has high-margin recurring revenue at near zero marginal costs. That's a strong underlying business model. SpaceX also dominates the launch market, having sent 83% of all mass to orbit in 2025 and holds significant government and defense contracts. On the downside, Morningstar values SpaceX at $780 billion, less than half the IPO asking price, and warns better entry points may follow the listing. The company posted a net loss of nearly $5 billion for full year 2025, with AI operations burning through $2.5 billion per quarter. Elon Musk holds 85% of voting power, meaning public shareholders have minimal governance rights. Retail sentiment is high, but demand is expected to far exceed supply, even with 30% of shares reserved for individual investors. Anthropic, the maker of Claude AI, has confidentially filed its S-1, targeting a listing as early as October 2026 at a $965 billion valuation. On the plus side, revenue run rate hit $47 billion in May 2026, up from roughly $10 billion a year prior. The company has told investors it expects its first profitable quarter in Q2 2026 as revenue growth begins to outpace compute costs. Unlike SpaceX, Anthropic is enterprise first. Claude is embedded across AWS, Google Cloud, Microsoft, and Snowflake, meaning revenue compounds through platforms rather than relying solely on direct to clients. On governance, Amazon has committed to $33 billion and Google up to $43 billion. Neither holds voting rights or board seats, so investor influence is dominated by 2 shareholders. On the downside, Anthropic is structured as a public benefit corporation, meaning the board must legally balance profit with its AI safety mission, a structure that has never been tested at public market scale. Key risks include dependence on a small number of cloud and chip suppliers, regulatory scrutiny of frontier AI, and ongoing litigation tied to training data. Shares and pricing are not yet set. Both companies are pre-profit at scale, both carry trillion-dollar price targets, and both are arriving at a time when Wall Street is openly debating an AI bubble. SpaceX offers physical infrastructure with a proven revenue base. Anthropic offers pure AI exposure with faster recent growth. Neither is low risk. As always, do your own research, pay attention to investor sentiment, and make an informed decision. Thanks again, and for more info, head over to ig.com/au.